Good afternoon everybody, it's Derek at Lockie's Locksmith Services. Today's video is just about how we actually take Euro cylinders out of doors when the key snaps in the lock. So this actually came out of a door today. You can see it's quite an old one. It's actually a Miele, although you can hardly see that, so it's 5-pin. So what's actually happened with this one is the key snapped off on the inside here and it was in the locked position. So there's normally the problem with key snaps in locks, it could be caused by a number of things. It could be caused by human error, which is when someone accidentally just leans against a key that's been left in the lock and it snaps in the lock. It could be as a result of the lock itself, so either a pin inside the cylinder's gone, or it might be due to a multi-point lock that is not aligned correctly inside the door with the door keeps. So what happens is when you close the door and lift the handle up, because it's not locking correctly, on some of the multi-point locks it's actually the key that throws the bolts across, and if you put an extra pressure on that, the key could snap. And another reason might be a key that's not been correctly cut. So what's happening is you're actually jiggling with the key to get the cam to turn, and eventually especially brass keys, they actually snap. So this one came out of a door. There's 3/4 of the key left in the lock. This is the end of the key, and for those who don't know, it's a 5-pin lock, and this bit here, as you can actually see, so there's 4 pins of the key that's actually still stuck in the lock. So how do we get them out? One of the easiest ways is if the key is in straight, then you can try pushing a blank key in the other end, like this, and as you can see, if it was just straight in and there was nothing wrong with it, it would probably just push out. So that's one way that we could do it. Another way is by using a flat screwdriver to try and turn it, but obviously on this one it's snapped 4 pins and not 5 pins, so in other words the key is only partially in there. Key extractors I've not had much luck with, to be honest, in the past, especially if there's a problem with the key or a pin inside the lock. So the way I got this one out was, that's the end of the key. I just actually put that in, if I can, and then what we do is we've just got to jiggle it to try and get the let's try the right end. That might work better. So it's gone in, and all we've got to do is we've got to try and jiggle it to try and get, there we go. So that's how we've got that one open, and then that allows us to take the lock out. And when I'm dealing with snap keys in lock, I nearly always replace the cylinder, because within the price, because I guarantee the work, and just because you get a key extracted from a lock doesn't necessarily mean that there's not a problem with the lock. Thanks very much.